Hey, what's up everybody? I'm here at the Maingate Lakeside Resort checking in for my extra night that I'm staying down here where I had to leave the condo over there at Reunion. First impression, not great. I actually think I stayed here before. Looks familiar. I think I stayed here one time when I came down here to ref a soccer tournament. Maybe. I don't know. Let's go check in and see what we're in for. This was just like 3.5 stars. First impression bad. We'll see what happens. This seems bad. Alright, so when you book a hotel that only costs $50 for one night in Orlando, you kind of, you know, are asking for it to a certain extent. But while I was in the lobby, there was one guy who was trying to get his room changed because there was pee in his bed. There's another guy that was there with his family. It was like, good luck with this place. It's a nightmare. So, I think we're gonna go to the room. Hopefully there's not pee in the bed. Just put everything in there and get out of here and go to a park or something like that, because I haven't seen the room yet. Don't know what we're in for, but definitely is seeming like a place we're not going to want to linger or be hanging around very often, so. All right, here's the map of the facility. We are located in building 3, room 271. That makes total sense to put room 271 in building 3. Although I'm looking at it and I don't see 271 being in building 3. My God. I don't see a 271 on this map. This is terrible. Well, apparently they do have a game room, a waterfront room, pet park, wedding gazebo, palm room, exercise room, 2 pools. We're supposed to be near a pool. Check in at 4 o'clock, check out 11, Wi-Fi available, shuttles to the parks, mini golf, pool 8 to 11. She had to mean 171, right? Because there's no 271 on this thing. Jesus Christ. Alright, so it's got 270 numbers listed here, but I did not see that on the map, so. Did the map just not list the second floor, or did I just miss that and I'm a complete idiot? Ugh, I gotta get out of here. Alright. Here goes nothing. This is not great, but first impression, it's not terrible. This is manageable. Just one night. Let's get in, get out, get home. Alright, so first, somewhat problem like this is kind of wedged weird. I don't like that. The door doesn't seal all the way, so that's just inevitably gonna let like bugs and whatever in. Stains all over the carpet right away. Walls, disgusting. There's a refrigerator, if you can call it that. Does appear to be cold, so it's at least somewhat functioning. I mean, those are stains, right? We're just not going to acknowledge that, are we? This bed looks sort of cleaner. Let's pull the sheet back and see what. I guess if I'm sleeping here, I'm going to choose this bed because this looks like the lesser of two evils. Insert Joe Bluth, I made a mistake GIF right here.
I've made a huge mistake.
This is terrible. What have we done? Okay, I just wanted to show this real quick just to make sure I wasn't crazy. This is listed as a 3-star hotel. Now, maybe I just don't understand star rating systems for hotels, but like I thought 3 stars was like, you know, not great, but like passable. Like you would feel like you're not going to catch a disease if you sleep in there that night. But who rated this 3 stars? I need names. I'm going to file a lawsuit. This isn't the worst hotel I've ever stayed in, so I shouldn't be... I mean, no, I should be mean about this because I don't want anybody to stay here. I don't want anybody to make this mistake and stay here. Unless you're just like desperate and only have $50 to your name and need a hotel in Orlando. Don't stay here under any circumstances unless that's the case. But it's like not... It's probably top 5 worst I've ever stayed in, but not the worst. Might be the worst I've ever vlogged. Because a lot of the bad hotels I've stayed in have been non-vlog hotels in the past, but this one might be the worst in the history of the vlog. Apologies to... No, I was gonna apologize to Maingate and be like, I'm sorry that you were the first one I caught being semi-terrible, but no. You did this to yourself. To have a poolside view, but it's not much to look at. And look at the hot tub. Hey, there is a tiki bar there. It's not open, but it's there. And here we have a playground and the mini golf course. But I'm not gonna lie. If you bring your children here, you should be thrown in jail. If I brought nephew P here on one of our trips, it would be the last time his mother would let me take him anywhere. I'll survive. I'm a grown man. I can make it one night in this place, but much too terrible for children. We gotta get out of here. Like I said, I think it'll be fine to sleep in. Like, I'm probably not coming back here till like midnight, 1 a.m. in the morning after like I can exhaust all the possible park stuff I can do. I'll come back, sleep for maybe 5 hours, and get out of here. And it'll be fine for me. I will survive. But I would not recommend this to anybody else under any circumstances unless you're just desperate. But that's what I'm here for. I am here to document these things so that you can learn from my mistakes and make better decisions when you come on these type of vacations, these type of trips, have these type of experiences. So learn from my mistake. If it's $50, I don't care if it's 5 stars. Spend the money, do something better. I'm gonna go to some parks. It's one of the benefits of having the annual pass is that I don't have to be stuck here and be like, well, this is where I'm staying for the night. Nope, I can go to any park I want. I can go back to Disney, I can go to Universal, I can go... I don't have a SeaWorld pass, I was gonna say SeaWorld. Maybe I'll go to SeaWorld. Maybe I'll get a SeaWorld annual pass just to avoid being in this place more than I have to be. But we're gonna get out of here. We're gonna go do something else. That'll pop up in the next video in the series. Thanks for watching. I hope you can learn from this. I don't know what I was thinking. I'll see you in the next one. Alright, so normally I don't really care about hotel Wi-Fi because I've got unlimited data on my phone, so like it's not that big of a deal. But I noticed like my internet, everything was running pretty slowly, so I was like, you know, for this one, let me call real quick and see, because they said there's supposed to be Wi-Fi, but they didn't actually like have anything written down on any of the forms. Okay, now my phone's being a jerk. Are you kidding me right now? Of course, I blame the hotel for this. Maingate, Lakeside Resort. Here we go. Call. Nothing's happening. Well, I mean, you can see nothing's happening on the phone. Anyway, here's their phone. It's good. Somebody spilled coffee on it or something like that. Hello? No dial tone. Nothing. This piece of doesn't work. This little light lights up sometimes if you push stuff here. Anyway, I found their phone number. because I have the email to confirmation here. 407-396-222. Let's call it and let's see what happens. Yeah! What a freaking great resort. Hi everybody, it's future Uncle Mad once again. I just wanted to jump in to speak more on how terrible this place was, because there's even more that I didn't fully document. It might end up being in the travel home video. I might mention it, but the phone system not working was just kind of like the last straw for me. And I probably should have known that from when I saw the signs that said like the fire alarm system's not, but I mean like that should be like illegal. I don't know, like health department who looks at it. Like if the hotel's phone system is out, they shouldn't be able to operate. So there's that. But that was the last straw for me, the whole phone situation. So laid there, tried to make it through the night, just ultimately decided I couldn't. Got on a chat with Hotwire, because that's who I booked it through, because I was trying to see, is there any way I could cancel it, get any kind of refund, any kind of transfer, just anything to get out of this dump. So I'm on the chat with Hotwire. I'm kind of going through everything that I've seen and everything that's been going on there. They're like, well, let us try to contact the hotel to see if there's any way we can, resolve this. And I say, well, you're not going to be able to contact the hotel because their phones don't work. And they're like, okay, well, we're going to try anyway. So they try anyway. Like I said, phones don't work. And they're like, well, we understand. I'm sending them in pictures, too, of all the stuff I've taken around the hotel room. I'm going to put some of those pictures up now because they were even worse than what I documented in the video part of this. Send them pictures. They're like, we're so sorry about this, but we're unable to contact the resort for any, type of resolution here. And I was like, hey, even if you contact them, they're going to threaten to like overcharge me or double charge me or something. Because I watched the front desk staff do that to one of the people that was complaining when I first got there. This guy was complaining that his family was really upset and everything, and they were going to leave, blah, 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 blah. He walks out. One of the people at the front desk looks at the other one and goes, make sure we charge him. So I was like, they're going to vindictively charge me no matter what we do here, and you can't contact them to guarantee I'm going to get any kind of refund or cancellation. So I feel like I'm just kind of stuck here unless you like issue me like a system credit and stuff like that. They're like, we guarantee if you go check out right now, turn your key cards in, whatever you got to do, we will get you a refund, and we can even help rebook you with the next one. So I'm like, I don't think you can guarantee that, because I've already seen them threaten other guests. I've seen what happens here. I don't believe you one bit at all, but I'll do it just because I had lost my mind at that point in time. There was no way I was going to spend the night in that hotel or spend any more time there than I'd already been. Walked down the front desk, turned them in, said, hey, here's my key cards. I'm checking out room 271. I'm done for the night. And the front desk guy's like, okay, we'll make a note, put it in the system, blah, blah, blah. I know it's not going to happen. I know I'm not going to get my refund because I already have seen what they've done to other guests. Leave. Drive to a couple other hotels, see if there's anything available. At this point, it was like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, and most of the other hotels were $100+. And I'm like, I can't pay $100 plus for another hotel room at like 2 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock in the morning, whatever it was. Like, so basically for like 3 to 4 hours of sleep. Can't pay that much money, especially knowing I'm not getting a refund, even though Hotwire said, hey, just check out and we promise you'll get a refund. Guess what? Got an email from Hotwire a couple days after I got back from the trip saying, due to blah, 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 we were not able to verify that the stay was completed and you did not, blah, 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 so you were still being charged for this. So Hotwire lied. They lied when they said this was a 3-star resort, which I will take blame for this because I should have done more research. I should have looked a little bit deeper into it, because if you do look on like Yelp and other places like that, it is terribly reviewed. It is horribly reviewed. But I just saw, I did one of those, it was one of those kind of like blind ones that Hotwire and like Priceline have, where you can kind of like, you see how many stars it is, where it's located, generally how much the room's going to be, and when you buy, you find out what the resort actually is. And I did one of those finder deals where it kind of supposedly reveals what it is, and everything looked good on what I saw, and I was like, 3 stars, that's passable, we can get by that. It was not, doesn't deserve any stars. It's a terrible place. I should have done more research. I should have done a better job to get myself ready for that. But I didn't get my money back, didn't end up staying in the hotel, didn't end up staying in any hotels, slept in the car. You'll see what happens next. I basically just slept in the car till about like 4 o'clock in the morning, and then was like, I can't do this. I'm just gonna hit the road. There's no reason to stay any longer. But you'll see more of that in the next video. Hopefully, like I've said in this video before, you guys can learn from my mistakes. Do not stay at the Maingate Lakeside Resort. It is a travesty of a hotel. Like, it was one thing, I've stayed in hotels where the room's a little wonky, or it's a little run down. It's not kind of kept up to date as much as it should be. But like, this just had like everything that could possibly be wrong with the hotel was wrong with this one. And like, so the phone lines being out was just like over the top. I should have, as soon as I saw that the little sign that the fire system was out, I should have like been, you know what, let's not check in. Let's see if we can cancel this right away. I should have just never checked in to begin with. Mistakes were made.
kind of only have myself to blame on this one, although I do blame Hotwire. I'm never going to book through them again for listing this as a 3-star, being completely unhelpful in customer service throughout the whole process. So I blame them, but also blame myself. Learn from my mistakes. Do not stay at the Maingate Lakeside Resort. Stay anywhere else. Stay in the dumpster behind a Walmart. You'll be better off than this, because just everything that could have been bad about this place was bad. So hated it, but I'm glad I was able to at least maybe make some content that'll help others in the future. So, heed this warning, please. I beg of you. Thanks for watching. There's the travel home video will be coming. It'll be the final video in this series. And it's kind of a bummer it ended on such a crappy note, because it was a really fun trip. I had a really fun time, but this place, man, it was rough. Thanks. See you in the next one.